To make this raw vegan carrot cake, you're going to need 3 carrots, about medium sized, cut into large chunks. You'll also need 3/4 cups of sultanas, which I've soaked for a couple of hours. Then you also need 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, half a cup of oat flour, or you can also use almond flour, and 1 teaspoon of mixed spice, which contains lovely spices such as nutmeg, cinnamon, ginger, and cloves. For the cashew cream frosting, you're going to need 1.5 cups of cashews soaked overnight, 3 dates also soaked with the cashews, the juice from 1 lemon, some vanilla, some coconut milk, which I didn't show in the video, and some coconut oil. Go ahead and make the cake by blending the sultanas with the carrots and chia seeds until you have a really chunky mixture. You don't want it completely smooth, of course, which is why we're using a food processor. In my previous video from last week, I made a smash cake recipe for my daughter's upcoming first birthday, and now after making this, I'm thinking of doing this instead. It's raw, it's vegan, it's delicious, even tastes a little bit sweeter than the cake from last week. So I don't know, I'm kind of torn. Might use this one, might use the one I made last week, we'll see. Once all the cake ingredients are blended, you want to transfer it into a bowl. Now it's going to be quite wet. The carrots are going to produce a lot of liquid, so you want to squeeze all of that liquid out as much as you can, and so you're left with a sort of semi-dry mixture. Now we're going to make it even drier by adding our oat flour. You can also use almond flour, and this is what will give the carrot cake more of a cakey consistency, so it won't be too sort of like mushy, which is not what we want for this cake. So go ahead and mix in the oat flour with the mixture until everything is properly incorporated, and then you want to add your mixed spice, and that will give it some lovely aromatic flavors as well. I'm using a 4-inch springform pan, and I've lined it with some wet baking paper, and then just go ahead and scoop the mixture straight in there and press it down as much as you can, and then you can keep this in the fridge while we work on the cashew cream frosting. To make the cashew cream frosting, go ahead and add all the cashew cream ingredients, that's the cashews, dates, coconut oil, lemon juice, vanilla, and coconut milk, into a blender, and then you just want to blend it until you have a super smooth mixture, and you can see it comes out really creamy and smooth and really delicious. And with the 3 dates, it's as sweet as anything, so you don't really need much more than that. Some people choose to use maple syrup in their cashew cream frosting, so that's an alternative if you don't have any dates. So go ahead and scoop some of that cashew cream frosting onto the carrot cake, and you can do swirls, any sort of pattern on the top if you want. And then this is going to go into the freezer for at least a couple of hours before serving. The great thing about this recipe is that you can make it in advance, so you can keep it in the freezer for a really long time, maybe even up to a month. Any cashew cream frosting that you have left from this recipe you can save and use for anything else. You can use it as a dip for your fruit, and there are all kinds of different ideas. So here is the final carrot cake. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below if you think this turned out really well. My household really loved it. We tried it and it was absolutely delicious. You have the crunch from the chia seeds and from the carrots, and then you have that lovely sweetness from the sultanas. Then that cashew cream frosting on the top has a little bit of tartness from the lemon juice, but it's also sweet from the dates and really complements the carrot cake really well. As you can see, extremely easy to cut, and for such a low effort cake, it looks pretty impressive. You know, I can imagine serving this to your loved ones and them really enjoying it, even if they're not vegan or into raw food at all. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please subscribe. I post a new video every week, and I will catch you next time. Bye!